All right, welcome everybody. Good morning. Today's class is actually one of my favorite classes. I teach it and practice it pretty regularly. So we're going to be using quite a few props. If you have a towel or a blanket, just have it right away. We'll start with it and roll it up on one end after you fold it in a rectangle shape like so. So you have about a diameter about, I don't know, about 6 inches or so, maybe less or more. And we're going to take that roll and put it right under the belly. We're going to start belly down. So today's class theme is a nice detox for the abdomen, all the muscles in the belly, getting that nice compression as well as the internal organs within the abdomen. And then we're also going to work on a little bit of release for the shoulders as well. So if you think you want a little more pressure in the belly, you can use a foam block as well. If you have a foam block that's just going to get in there a little more deeply than the roll, because it's a little more, there's just a little more to it. So up to you, but placing either the roll or the block where there's no bone. So beneath the lowest rib and somewhere above your frontal hip bones or inside of them. And then if you're using the block, you can just bring it on the lowest level or even the medium level. And then go ahead and just set that there. I think we've started class like this before. And then I'm going to give you the option to just come on your elbows, your forearms, or cross your right arm under your lap. So we're working also not just the compression of the abdomen, the belly, but also finding a little release through the backs of the shoulders. Stretch the arms apart at roughly shoulder level. And then you can just rest your forehead down or chin down. And if that's too much, it can just be one arm. So maybe the left arm forward and only your right arm underneath you. And for you women, it might be a little challenging here, but get the arms above the breast tissue. And it should feel more comfortable. And then just let yourself get comfortable. Close your eyes, and I want you to, whether you have the block or the roll underneath your belly, take an inhale. Inflate your belly into the roll. And then exhale, soften the belly, the abdomen, into that shape or form underneath you. Let it sink in. And then just slow, full breaths, not tensing. Feeling that gentle pressure into the roll as you inhale. And then really allowing the belly to soften as you release, letting the roll sink in or the block. And this type of work is obviously best done on an empty stomach. I think most of us come to our mats having eaten at least 2 hours in advance. And this is a nice way to give your digestion a little boost, especially if you're fasting or working on any cleansing properties of your diet. I just feel a little irritable there lately in the bowels. The process of digestion, elimination. then switch which arm is on top or underneath you. And just come back to the full breath in to the block or the roll. Breathe all the way into the back of the heart. Feel the shoulder blades separate. And then exhale. Release and soften. Just feeling that subtle pressure in the muscular layers within the abdomen. It might be pleasant, it might not be. Take one more full breath. And then start to come up. Remove the roll or the block. Now for me, I like to start this practice with a foam block between my thighs just to kind of amp it up a little. And that's just optional. We're going to come to tabletop. Take an inhale, melt the heart, look up. And then exhale, round. Twice more. Inhale for cow. Shoulder heads back. Spread the chest. Exhale, round. Take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Now, if you had a block, you'll have to remove it just momentarily. I want you to stretch your right leg back, left arm forward, and then lift your belly, lengthen. On your exhale, reach your left arm back, grab around the right ankle. If you can't grab it, no big deal. Just reach towards the foot and then inhale. You have the ankle, shin back, spread and lift through the chest, maybe gaze forward. Inhale there. And exhale, come back to extension. Second side, left leg back, right arm forward. And then reach back, grab the ankle. Just get that nice opening through the front of the left hip, the belly, the chest. Take a full breath in. Hug the center line as you release. And then hands down, knees down. Maybe replace the block. Downward facing dog. And the block for me helps me to just find that hugging in, to use the belly more. Right from the get-go, use the core, the pelvic floor. Really find that strength from your center. To then soften all the accessory muscles around the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the forehead. Find your Ujjayi breath. Look to your hands and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Come to stand, take an inhale. Thumbs to heart, Samastitihi. So we're going to move through Sunday without a vinyasa as you know it. Take an inhale, stretch your arms up. It'll just be a different vinyasa. Exhale, fold forward. Now inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back to high plank. And then pivot onto the blade edge of your right foot, side plank. Stretch your left arm up. Hover your right hip, left hand to left thigh. Keep hugging your right shoulder in the socket. Stretch the arm up. Take an inhale. Left hand down, side plank. Hover the hip. Inhale, lift and stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that's how we are really targeting more the rotator cuff, the back of the shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, extend the heart. Step or hop, plank. To side plank on the right hand. Lift the hip and then hover the hip. Inhale, reach and stretch the left arm over. Left side, side plank, hover the hip. Breathe out. Inhale, reach the arm overhead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look top of mat, high in the toes. Exhale, feet to hands, step or hop. Inhale, extend, shoulders back, navel lifts. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Stretch your arms up. The blocks there, squeeze it. Lift the belly. Thumbs to heart, inhale. Twist to your right, left elbow, right thigh. And just sit as low as you can, but then broaden your chest as you gain leverage of your torso by really pushing elbow to knee. Keep your hips low, arms up, inhale. Thumbs to heart, exhale. Feel the belly start to curl back as you work your left and right hip behind you. Inhale fully. Exhale back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop, side plank, hover your hip. It's like your chaturanga. Inhale, extend the arm overhead. Lift the hip. Exhale, side plank. On the left hand, hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you get more familiar with that, just smooth it out with the breath. Look top of mat there. Inhale. Feet to hands, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Thumbs to heart. Let's go to the left first. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Maybe open the arms. Exhale, stay. Curl the navel to the right. Thumbs to heart, inhale. Center chair, arms up, exhale. Thumbs to heart, inhale. Twist to the right. Curl your belly back, sit lower, maybe open your arms, inhale. Stay on the exhale. Thumbs to heart, inhale. Back to center. Take a full breath in. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Right side, side plank, hover the hip, breath up. Inhale, reach. Left side, side plank, hover the hip, exhale. Inhale, reach. Contract the left side body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remove the block if it's there. And then bring your knees down. So if you have a couple blocks, whether they're foam or cork, take them under your hands if you want to amp it up and work the legs a little harder. Like I said, lots of options to use props today, but you don't have to use any at all. Shoulder width apart, hands to block, stretch your right leg up. And then lean your shoulders toward your wrists and just hop and switch your legs. And then hop and switch your legs. And then keep going, gazing between the blocks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Land on the left leg. Inhale. And then hop and switch or just step. Right foot between your hands. Warrior one. Arms up. Left side, side plank. Use the block if it's there. Hover the hip. Inhale, reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg up. Lean the shoulders forward. Hop and switch the legs. And notice if you're really tensing through the neck. Try to work deep within the armpit. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Land on the right leg. Inhale. Hop and switch or just step. Warrior one. Exhale. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, side plank. Hover the hip. Inhale, reach. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 full breaths. One more. Lift your right leg up. Hop and switch your legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Left leg down. Hop and switch or just step. Right heel between the hands. Reverse warrior. Take an inhale. Left side, side plank. Cover the hips. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg up. Hop and switch. 10. 5 more. Left leg up, inhale. Hop and switch or just step. Reverse warrior. Take an inhale. Side plank. Cover the hip, exhale. Inhale, reach, stretch. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Side out. Lift your right leg up. Hop and switch or just step. Right foot between your hands. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, left hand down. Side plank. Hover the left hip. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up. Inhale. Look forward. Hop and switch. Or just step. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side plank, exhale. Hover the hip. Inhale, reach left arm overhead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Hop and switch for 10, 9. Just getting the circulation going there. Heart rate going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Land on the left leg. And then hop and switch or just step. Come to crescent lunge, and we'll be on our legs for a little bit here. Curl the pinky fingers back, knit your front ribs as you lift your belly. We'll work through some arm variations here. Now take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your elbows to your side ribs. Push your palms back. Feel the back of the shoulder turn on. And then take reverse prayer. Press your palms together. Lift your elbows. Stretch your heart forward. And then maintain that lift the left leg, warrior three, with reverse prayer. So the internal rotation of the upper arms. Find more of a stretch into that deep armpit muscle in the posterior scapula. Inhale, crescent lunge. Now exhale, halfway forward. Take your elbows alongside your ribcage. Press your palms back. And now we have the external rotation of the upper arms. Carry this into warrior three. Take a full inhale. Crescent lunge, reverse prayer. Halfway forward, elbows in, palms back, warrior three, inhale. Crescent lunge, reverse, namaste. Exhale. Halfway forward, elbows in, lift the left leg. Exhale, crescent, reverse prayer. Elbows in, press the palms back, warrior three. Exhale, crescent, reverse prayer. Two more. Elbows in, lift the back leg up. Exhale, crescent, reverse prayer. Last one. Warrior three. Push the palms back. And then keep that. Come to crescent lunge. And then take your right hand behind your heart. Stretch your left arm up. So Gomukhasana. You have the kind of best of both worlds. Rolling your right inner arm back. So you internally rotate the right arm. Externally rotate the left arm. Draw your side ribs up. And then step your left foot in. Straighten your right leg. And find a little bend in the knees so you can lengthen out. Come halfway forward. Push the mat away with the ball of the right foot and stretch your chest forward. Rotate left ribs to right ribs. And then work your right hip back. Try to melt the heart. Breathe into the back and back of the right leg and outer right hip. And then soften through the right side of the neck. Top of the right shoulder. 3. 2. And then left hand down, inside foot or block. Stretch your right arm up. Revolve Trikonasana. And then keep this set up. Revolved half moon. You can take the block with you. And lift your left leg. Stretch your right arm up. Keep pinning the right hip back, and the right knee can be bent a little. Good. Take one more full breath there. And then exhale, step back. Come back to pyramid. Both hands to blocks or floor, but inhale, up dog your chest. Stretch your heart forward. And then exhale and fold over that leg. And arms in any variation. You can just have the fingertips down. Devote this time to your breath. Letting your mind go. Softening into the experience. Sensations. And a big part or component of the detox is that ability to let go. Whatever it is not serving you at the moment, whatever is weighing you down. And then get your hands to blocks if they're not there. Just to the mat. Standing splits, lift the left leg. And then take your first vinyasa as you know it. You might challenge yourself to hop off the right foot. Draw your left leg straight up. Maybe straight up and down. Strong upper back. Rotator cuff, belly, the whole shebang. Maybe linger in your upper dog for a moment. Exhale, downward facing. Stretch your right leg up, feeling refreshed already. Now, actually, let's do this. Take your right foot down. Bring your feet together. And then spin to the blade edge of your left foot in your dog pose. And then push your hips back. So you're still in dog. I want you to stretch to that whole right side. And if you want to add a little more, you can step your right foot to the left side of your mat, off of it. Squeeze your thighs and keep working more length to the right side body. Wrap your triceps down, spiral your inner biceps up, and just let your head dangle. And then turn this right into side plank, shoulder over wrist, to your wild thing. So send your left foot out. Free hand finds left scapula. Draw it up and wrap it under you. Just feel that nice opening of the heart, space, front body. And take a vinyasa or just right back to dog. Good, hands to blocks. And then lift your left leg up, inhale. Look between your hands, 10 of these, hop and switch. Hop and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Land on the right leg, inhale. And then hop and switch or just step left heel between the blocks. Come right to crescent lunge. Find more length through the low back. By scooping your tailbone slightly forward, doesn't have to be excessive. And then lift through the low, deep belly. Take a full breath there. And then exhale, bring your elbows alongside your ribcage. Push your palms back, feel your clavicles broaden. The back of your shoulder turn on, and then come halfway forward. See if you can maintain this without tensing through the neck, or just hold your arms in place. And you can just find the shape and do relatively nothing to activate the muscles, or really turn on the back of the shoulder as you lift your low belly. Going from internal to external rotation, or external to internal rotation of the arms, reverse prayer behind the heart. Shoulder heads up, elbows up, sides of heart forward, and then right to warrior 3. Roll the right inner thigh up. Maybe soften the left knee a little. Keep picking up your low belly away from that left thigh. Full breath in. And then come to crescent lunge. Elbows alongside you, palms back. Inhale, warrior 3 like this. And just notice the difference. Trying to distract you from what's going on in the legs and the hips. by drawing awareness to the shoulders, back of the shoulder, chest. Crescent lunge, reverse prayer. Inhale. Now we'll move with the breath. Halfway forward. Press the palms up, elbows in. Crescent lunge, reverse prayer. Inhale. Elbows in, palms press back. Warrior three. Inhale, reverse namaste. Exhale, warrior three. Push the palms back. Inhale, crescent, reverse namaste. Exhale, elbows in, warrior three. Twice more. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, push the palms back. Last one. Crescent, inhale. Warrior three. And then keep your arms like this. Come back to crescent lunge. Right arm up, left hand behind the heart. And then work your left shoulder head back. Right elbow up. And then come halfway forward. And then push the mat away. Start to straighten your left leg a little or a lot. Keep your spine as parallel or 90 degrees to the floor as you can. And try to stretch the sides of the ribs forward as you work the outer left hip back. And then inhale, come up. Just spin your right heel down if it's not. Take an inhale. Again, soften the left knee halfway forward. And then right hand forward and down. Left arm straight up. Revolve Trikonasana. Just look down. Keep the shape. Lift the right leg up. Revolve half moon. Pick up your right side body all the way through that right hip. Left hip, draw it back. Spin your navel to your right. Deep inhale into the side, front, back ribs. And then exhale, just step back for pyramid. 3 feet between your heels, spin the right foot out, lengthen the spine, soften the left knee, and then exhale, fold over that left leg. Feel that gentle pressure of your abdomen into your left thigh. Just like with when we had the block or the roll under our belly. Take one more full breath there. And then look forward, come into standing splits. And then up to you, you can step back, maybe shoulders over wrists, take a hop or two off your left leg. And then step your feet together, find your down dog, and then spin to the blade edge of your right foot. Put more weight into your left hand. Draw inner to outer shoulder, let your head dangle. Keep pushing your hips back. You might step your left foot behind your right off your mat. But keep wrapping your left tricep down. Left hip up and back. From here, side plank, shoulder over wrist, right into wild thing. And everyone, just entertain, even if you think you're supported. Left fingertips find your scapula. Lift it up and wrap it under. You can always refine that and let it serve you. I don't care how strong you are. Take a moment, suspend, breathe in, and then exhale, vinyasa. Breathe out. All right, downward facing. All right, here we go. Hands to blocks, floor, whatever you're doing. Stretch your right leg up. Try not to roll the hip open, high in the ball of the left foot. Hop and switch, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg up, or 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Land on the left leg, and then hop and switch your step. Right to reverse warrior. Oh, Lordy. All right, now working a little more release in the shoulders. It's nice to feel the heart beating though. Little sheen of sweat or moisture on the skin. Just tip off to your left. Draw your left sitting bone towards your right heel. Take another full breath there. And then exhale, right elbow, left knee. And then stretch your left arm up. Take it overhead. Curl the pinky finger back. And then arm vertical. Flip the palm, find a half line. And then really work your left heel firm. So you can drop the left hip down. And then glide the left scapula back. And I want you to just keep your elbow on your knee or inside of it, but drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So getting back into that neck release. Which the health and the mobility of the shoulders also hinge upon. Getting into the top of the shoulder as well. As well as the back of the shoulder through the half line. Keep actively hugging your right shoulder in the socket. And if there's anything that this kind of combination has taught me, is that ability to be strong, but still lean into the breath, still feel supported. Be able to soften into the moments of intensity. Keep your half bind. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior. And then just come halfway forward. Keep your half bind if you can. Stretch your right arm out. Step your left foot in. Roll your left hip, left shoulder open. Come into your hover moon. By all means, if you want to take it to right hand down, half moon, go ahead. And see if you can look back towards your left foot and then maybe tip in from the waist up a little more. Feel all those muscles that wrap around the belly turn on. Step back and set up for Trikonasana, so a little shorter step in. Hips back, stretch your right arm out, and then hand down, shin, block, or floor. And then again, left shoulder, head back, shoulder blade to spine, and then drop right ear to shoulder. And I think it can be nice here if you want to use your left side body a little more to take your right hand behind your head. Maybe give yourself a little self-massage in the neck. Or even cow face. So then you're really having to use those side core muscles, spinal stabilizers. And see if you can keep the breath full. And release whatever bind you might have. Look to your right foot. Get your hands to frame it. Bring your left knee down. And then stretch your arms up. Thumbs to heart. We're going to find our twist, but this is where you might integrate your roll. So finding that pressure from the roll, not a block. Right high up on the hip crease. So the diameter can be less or more, just depending. And then get your belly to fold over that roll. And then bring your left elbow to your knee. And then thumbs to heart, work your right hip back. And then just like with the block underneath our belly, beginning, take an inhale. Inflate your abdomen or belly into the roll. And then exhale, let it sink in more deeply as you revolve. And just depending on your own anatomy here, you might take a bind half or full. But if you start to round your spine here, you're going to lose a little bit of that ability to really find that compression into the roll. So just discern which is more important for you. I notice if you're really tensing through the belly, try to let it go. A deeper twist doesn't necessarily mean more benefits. Just that gentle stimulation and compression into the belly, the abdomen, and the fullness of the breath more than anything is what we're going for. Take 2 more full breaths. And then keep the roll there. We're gonna just sneak our left knee behind our right. And you might need to remove the roll enough just to get it back in place or make the diameter maybe a little smaller. We're coming to halfway of the fish. So if you have a tail, it's just gonna hang off. But get that roll high up into the hip crease. And again, you don't even need to use it if you feel like it's not doing anything for you. Push through the right foot, work your right fingertips behind you. And then inhale, stretch your left arm up, hook your inner elbow around the knee or elbow outside the knee as you push the back of your palm back to your left, so behind you. And that's going to turn on the back of the shoulder as well. You might feel a release down the tricep. But focusing more or less for today's purpose of class, inhaling into the roll, lean your chest to your right. And then exhale, keep that shoulders back so you're not starting to round your spine there. And I love this type of work because it makes you really conscious of the breath. Simplicity of that work. You have the power. On your exhale, look over your left shoulder, and we're going to come to Gomukhasana. So stack your right knee on top of left. And then the roll again, high up into that right hip crease. Get your belly up and over the roll, and then fold over the thighs. And you might take a block, just lay your forehead on it. You can really let go. And keep the breath full. And just take one more full breath. And then start to walk your hands up, lift your torso. Just remove the roll to the side. And take any vinyasa, you can step back. Rock and roll along the spine, whatever it is you want. Meet in downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg up, high in the ball of the right foot, shoulders toward your wrists, and then hop and switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, a little faster. 6, 5, 4, 3, just lightly landing. 2, 1, another set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. 10, or just hold the leg up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, land on the right leg. Hop and switch your step and set up reverse warrior. Nice stretch for the outer left armpit. Take another full breath in. Fill up the lowest border of the ribs. Exhale, side angle. Elbow to knee. Find extended side angle, so right arm overhead. Just to hollow out the armpit and get your scapula back. And then stretch your arm up so the palm, keep the scapula back as you feed right fingertips to left hip crease. And then elbow to knee. Pushing your right heel. I'd like to turn the right foot in slightly. So your groin goes back. And then left hip hugs in as your chest lounges back slightly. And then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, and your left elbow can stay high on the knee, maybe inside the knee, or hand to block or floor. But the hardest part is just letting your head, the weight of your head, your skull, go. Those muscles want to hold the head up. Because that's really their main function. That's what they do all day long, is hold our head up. Letting that energy kind of feed more of the breath. And create a little more softening. To the right side of the neck, the shoulder. Even in the strong pose, there's this ability to feel really calm and relaxed, supported. Keep the half bind. Take an inhale, reverse warrior. And then halfway forward, step your right foot in, rotate open, and then lift the right leg. Lean the back ribs into the right forearm. Feel that cinching all through the waist. Take a deep inhale. Trikonasana. Stretch your left fingertips out. And then push in your right heel and lift through the right inner thigh as you stretch to the left pinky. And then roll your chest open slightly. Lounge your heart back. Left hand to shin. And then left ear to shoulder. If you want to go for the self massage with the left hand or cow face spine, creating that little hammock of the left forearm. You might feel a greater stretch in the back of the right shoulder as well. Stretching the infraspinatus. Release your left arm. Look to your left foot. And then take your hands to frame it. Bring your right knee down. And then take your roll to your left hip crease. Again, get it high up on the hip crease and then hold your belly over the roll. So it's beneath the belly and the tissue of the belly. And then bring your right elbow to your left knee. And then soften any tensing. Inhale into the roll. Now exhale, let the roll sink in as you twist. Keep going, moving the breath slowly, focusing all your awareness just on that gentle pressure, stimulation. Like working the diaphragm there, every inhale. Inhaling out a little from the contents of the abdomen and lengthening the spine in the process. Take one more full breath. And then hands down, just step the right knee behind the left. Bring your right hip down. You might need to make your roll diameter a little smaller. And then left fingertips behind you. Right arm up, inhale. Inner elbow or elbow to left knee as you twist. Inhale, lean your torso to your left. Inflate your belly into the roll. And then exhale, draw your shoulders back. But keep tipping your pelvis to your left. That should get you deeper into that compression there. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, look over your right shoulder, set up for left side, Gomukhasana.
And again, notice if you're holding your head up. Try to let it go. Notice the effect that has on the shoulders and even all the way down into that left hip. I think it's also really empowering to have that internal kind of gaze or lens. From these sensations and this pressure into our organs or tissues. And we shift what we feel in our bodies and what we get out of our practice. Take your last breath and then walk your hands in, lift your torso. And move your roll. You won't need it any longer there. Just shake out the legs. And we're going to come to our back. So if you want to final fold forward, both legs straight, or vinyasa. And then make your way to your back. And then feet flat, arms alongside you. We're going to come into bridge. So open the front body. Take an inhale and peel your hips up. Clasp your hands, maybe come to full wheel. Really lengthening all those muscles, tissues. And that nice counter power practice. Nice energizing front body opener, spine invigorating pose. And gently release. Bring your right knee to your chest, extend the left leg long. And just on your supine twist, any variation, if you want an eagle leg, or just guide your right leg to the left. But then just let your belly hang. Let it be soft. On the second side. Take the knees to the right, hips to the left. And let your belly hang. And when you're ready, unravel, come back to center and set up for your Shavasana. And stay in your resting pose. And soaking up the benefits of your practice. And enjoying the effects of your detox. Thank you all for sharing. Namaste.